Strawberry Frappuccinos and a Black Leather Jacket. Chapter 19. Stung by a Bee. Written and narrated by Eleanor Rose. Artwork provided by Marlene Bruus. Marinette sat in the Agrest coffee shop, twirling her phone while lost in thought. When she'd first met Adrian 10 months ago, she thought he was a jerk, mostly because of a misunderstanding between the two of them. As the weather changed, so did her feelings. How could she hate a guy who lent her an umbrella when there was a sudden downpour when running errands? It was rather remarkable he gave his umbrella to a stranger who happened to buy a drink from his family's business. Yeah, he'd earned her loyalty, but it seemed like he did it because he was a genuinely good person, not for the bottom line. That's why Chloe confessing to her about their relationship took her so off guard. How many months had they dated? Was he as shallow as basing a relationship off his partner's profession? He worked in a coffee shop. He wouldn't care. Unless he had a specific encounter with Ladybug that changed his mind. But she would have known if that happened. The only truly specific thing she'd done was the commission for Esmond models and the black leather jacket for Cat Noir. The jacket wasn't even for him. She made it for Adrian, but by the time she'd finished, the red-haired boy said he wasn't on the market, so she'd given it to a regular at the bakery. Master Fu said he'd find a good home for it, and it turns out the model boy made it his trademark. She didn't know what his name was before he adopted the nickname the internet gave him, but it didn't matter. She'd always been fond of him, as he bantered with her and was full of praise for her work. There were times where Cat Noir's confidence in her was the only thing pushing her forward. However, Marinette didn't have feelings for Cat Noir. That'd be silly. She hadn't met him in person until recently, and that was purely by chance. She hadn't expected him to be that tall in person, and he didn't know who she was, so there was no reason for her heart to flutter for him. Her feelings for Adrian were too strong to worry about falling for someone else. It was both a blessing and a curse. She held up her phone and went to Twitter, debating if she should message Cat Noir. How did he know to set her and Chloe up like that? Did she pay him off? The thought hurt her heart. Yeah, they barely knew each other, but she'd like to think of him as a friend. Marinette took a moment and began typing, not sure what she was going to say, but plowing through anyway. Type 3 words, delete 4. She was rambling in text form, but it was characteristic of her to do so. Sighing, she sent her message, hoping she chose the right person to confide her wavering feelings in. Perhaps someone like him would have the clarity she needed to move on from the Agrest coffee shop for good. No strings attached. Liking a guy who had a girl wasn't healthy and already did damage to her. It was time to move on.